Hey, uh, here to talk to you. So you were at the gas station for a really long time, and then pulled over, switched drivers. So why are you avoiding us?
Not at all.
This police officer detained this woman and her boyfriend because she said she observed them stay at a gas station for an abnormal amount of time. The boyfriend pulled out his phone and he began to film.
Say that again. We were at the gas station for an abnormal time. I have the right to film this right now.
Yeah, you do. You guys are being detained.
Because we were at the gas station for an abnormal amount of time.
Because you guys were at the gas station for an abnormal amount of time. I believe that you guys are breaking the
You
law.
believe that I've broken the law?
Yep.
I'll show you using the body cam footage exactly how and why this officer violated these individuals' Fourth Amendment rights. And the violations were egregious. They kept them there detained for over 90 minutes while they waited for a drug dog to come and search. Then the boyfriend got bogus charges. And they've had other scandals at this department. When the video went viral locally, people were upset. They wanted this officer fired, but the local sheriff has apparently done nothing. So let me inform you, and I'll also tell you what you can do to help, which primarily includes spreading this footage far and wide. It needs to go viral for this sort of behavior to stop. Many of you have discovered that it can be nearly impossible to find a civil rights lawyer. Although I get calls from all around the country every day, I'm only one person, and I only take specific types of cases, and only in West Virginia. The good news is that if you need a lawyer because you've been injured, you can hire America's largest injury law firm, no matter what state you're in. Morgan & Morgan has over 1,000 attorneys in all 50 states. Because they're the biggest, they have the ability not to settle for lowball offers. Last year in Florida, they got a victim who was in a life-altering car crash, $12.2 million. The insurance only offered them $350,000. They got another victim in New York, $6.8 million. The insurance only offered the victim $275,000. Best part, their service is free unless you win. It only takes a few minutes to see if you have a case. You can submit a claim and communicate with your legal team all from your smartphone. If you've been seriously injured, it will only take a couple of minutes to start a claim with Morgan & Morgan at forthepeople.com/thecivilrightslawyer, found in the description below. This footage is from March 18th of this year, showing Teton County Sheriff's Office in Idaho, not in Wyoming, Corporal Ashley Hayes, following a woman into the Driggs, Idaho post office. This is at around 11:39 a.m.
2722 of the mail is still in the vehicle. I'm inside.
She whispers to dispatch to call for a drug dog.
3322, can you now call for a canine?
She waits for the woman. The woman walks around the corner, and then she confronts the woman, and this is what she confronts her with. You were at the gas station for a really long time, and then you pulled over and switched drivers. So why are you avoiding us?
Negative, not yet. Hey, here to talk to you. So you were at the gas station for a really long time, and then pulled over, switched drivers. So why are you avoiding us?
Not at all. Actually, you
Not
just
at
went
all?
down the wrong road because I was going to go to the thrift store.
The thrift store over by Citizen 33?
Yeah.
It's not even close.
Well, I'm not from here, so like,
Excuse me.
it wasn't a big deal. Like, it wasn't.
You are, though. You've been around here before.
It was. I just turned too soon.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So the thrift store is like half a block away from where you turned down, and then you guys switch drivers. Why'd you switch drivers? Does he have warrants?
No.
Who is he?
My boyfriend,
Okay.
Ben.
Ben what?
Crazy.
Crazy? Okay.
Corporal Hayes wants to search their car. They walk outside where her boyfriend is sitting in the car.
Is there anything in the car that you guys are hiding?
No.
Do you mind if I check?
You can do whatever you need to do.
Okay. 2722, have him step out. Teton 22, and then I can start search.
You know what? You have to call my lawyer.
Okay.
You have to call my lawyer.
Sounds good. You can't go back into that car though. The post office. And Teton 22, you get a K9 route.
Now, Perkins says that she's calling her lawyer, and Corporal Hayes asks her to turn over her cell phone. Perkins' boyfriend, Benjamin Qureshi, is then asked to step outside of the parked vehicle.
Hey guys, so while you're here, I'm gonna have you put your phones right here. You step out of the vehicle, please.
I'm not giving you permission to touch my car, actually.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna put your phone down here though, and he needs to get out.
I'm calling my lawyer.
I'm not gonna put my phone down.
I'm not doing
Call my
anything.
lawyers.
Actually,
You guys can put the phone down
No,
for
I'm
right now.
I'm calling my lawyer
Call
right
my lawyer.
now.
Thank you.
Okay, that's
Because I
fine.
have that right. Thank
You don't.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I do.
3322, can you come to my location?
What do we do? Why?
I don't know you guys.
Why are you asking?
I don't know you guys are calling your lawyer. I'm asking you guys nicely to put the phone down.
Why are you?
If not, then I'm gonna have to detain you.
Hayes tells the couple that they are detained because they were at the gas station for an abnormal amount of time.
Well, you guys are detained
What are you approaching us for?
because you guys were at the gas station for an abnormal amount of time. Then you guys saw me, and then you
You were
pulled off
hanging out
over
at the gas
into
Let me see this.
the Citizen 33
That is not
parking lot,
necessary.
and then you guys
Hold on,
switched
hold on.
drivers. Okay, I've asked you guys nicely to put the
Ma'am,
phones down.
One moment.
That's
We have a
called-
right.
That's
We have a right.
Speak to my lawyer.
right.
Speak to our lawyers,
You guys
right?
do. Not
you
at
cannot
right this
just-
moment.
An abnormal time. We were at
You guys,
the
I
gas
don't know
station?
who you guys are talking to.
Calling my
Okay.
lawyer.
Say that again. We were at the gas station for an abnormal time. I have the
Abnormal
right to
amount
film
of
this right
time.
now.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, thank you very much.
That
So,
being said, you guys are being detained.
because
So
we were
for
at
my
the gas
safety,
station for an abnormal amount of time.
What are you
because you guys
talking
were
about?
at the gas station for an abnormal amount of
I
time.
used to
You
work
guys saw
there,
me.
you know that, right?
And then you
I
guys
know
pulled over
people
We were
there
scratching
and
off
That's
onto the side
hanging
of
out,
this case. So you guys
scratching
asked me a question. Do you want me to answer this question, or do you want to argue?
Yeah,
'Cause we
that's
can do
no- you have
both.
no right to pull us over for that. I'm sorry.
Did we pull you over?
Or did you even come and approach us for?
I have the right to
Well, you're telling
approach
me I'm
anybody.
detained. Why?
You are being
Why am I
detained
being
for
detained?
reasonable
I've broken the
suspicion.
law.
Yep, we are calling for a K9 unit.
I've
where we're
broken
at.
the law. That's
I
what
think
you're
I
saying?
believe that you guys are breaking
You
the law.
believe that I've broken the law.
Yep.
Okay, so that's why you're calling a K9 unit and I'm being detained.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah, I have reasonable suspicion that there is criminal activity afoot.
Reasonable
What are you
suspicion.
talking
What is that
about?
reasonable suspicion exactly? Now?
I already told you guys.
That we were at the gas station for an
You guys were at the
abnormal
gas
amount of
station for an
pulled
abnormal
over.
amount of time.
time. Okay.
You guys saw me. You guys pulled over,
Actually,
switched
you
drivers.
pulled out before we pulled over.
No.
Yeah, you did, actually, because I saw you back in the rear view mirror.
Okay, we can argue about that in court.
I don't have
That
to
being
argue about it. I
said.
know the facts.
Okay. Ma'am, I cannot have you on the phone right now.
I'm calling my
You don't
lawyer.
have the
If
right
you
to
want
tell us.
to, if
I'm-
you want to
I'm
talk
not
to your
saying a word
lawyer.
to
Yeah, we have the
until
right
I
to
talk
speak
my
to our lawyer right now.
And
Sorry.
my lawyer
We do.
represents me, so.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay,
We have the right to speak to
That
our
being
lawyer.
said, though, I don't know who you are calling.
Thank
I'm calling Sean Bartley.
I'm calling
Okay.
Barton Birch's office is actually right over there.
3322, can you expedite, please?
Ridiculous.
Okay. Well,
So we will cooperate. I mean, we're not trying to.
that.
we're not
I'm gonna pat you down for weapons. Make sure
Why?
I'm not gonna. Because I have the right to do that. as well.
No, you don't actually, sir.
Yes,
You don't have the
you're
right to
gonna
touch
be
me.
Can you get over here,
I was
please?
You don't have a right to
checking
touch
my
me.
mail.
If you're gonna be detained,
And
then I have.
Why am I being detained, sir? What law have
She
I
already
broken?
told you.
That I
And
pulled
I
out
just
of the
talked to
gas
John.
station and then
Like
I
right
pulled
now.
over.
Okay.
That
Well,
is not
I'm
a
gonna
law
check.
book.
I'm gonna pat you down for weapons. Okay.
I have no weapon. Well, have a knife.
Okay. Okay. Can you
That's the
keep your
only thing
hands
I
up for me? Okay. I'm gonna
You
go
have
ahead.
the right
I'm
to
gonna
touch
set that on your car.
Put your
Okay.
speaker.
I will hand it to you. Instead of
I don't want
But
you to
don't-
hand it to
Well,
me.
then you're not going to touch me, sir.
I have a
You
knife
don't
in my
have the right
pocket
to
because I was
do
Okay.
scratching.
So
Think about it. Please, I know the law.
I
know my
want
rights.
a K9. Doesn't
Okay,
matter
I'm gonna
matter where
hold that
from.
out.
Get one
I'm
here.
gonna pull that out
Fine.
and just put it on the car.
That's the last time you're going to touch me.
Do you have any other weapons on?
No, I do not.
Okay, would you mind pulling up the back of your shirt for me? Just show the back of your waistband. Okay. Appreciate it.
No problem.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So
Not trying to be a bitch or anything like that. Honest to God, it's just because I don't want you calling anybody here to like come shoot me or anything like that.
I'm
if that
calling
makes
my
sense.
lawyer. I'm not.
Okay.
We do
You
not
cannot
have
approach
to
us
talk.
and do
You
this.
cannot do this.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
checking
You
the
guys
mail.
don't have to talk to me right now. You guys can't get back into your car right now. You guys are being detained. Okay.
Or
I'm just
what?
saying I don't want
I'm being
calling
detained
anybody
for what?
to come here.
What have I done
okay?
wrong?
Does that
I
make
haven't
sense?
broken the law.
Doesn't matter. But
I haven't broken the law.
First of all, this is harassment. I don't think you guys really understand your laws and our rights. Right now, you're violating our rights.
Okay,
Because
that's
you came over and approached us, and now you're telling us we're being detained for nothing.
He asked if they had broken the law. Yep, Hayes replied, explaining that she was calling for a canine unit and has a reasonable suspicion that criminal activity is afoot.
I already told you. I already told you I have reasonable suspicion to detain you.
Reasonable suspicion to detain me for what violation of what law have you
Because you guys
reasonable
are
suspicion?
avoiding me.
We're not avoiding you because we pulled over.
Yes.
That has nothing to do with you.
And then switched
We pulled over.
drivers
Okay.
and then came back on the road when you guys didn't think I was following you anymore.
And is
Okay.
that against the law?
That's
No, but it is
That's
super
stalking.
atypical.
That's stalking.
That's harassing.
Stalking.
That's
That's
profiling
harassing.
also.
That's
by the way.
profiling and stalking. Hello? Hey, Sean. I'm here with the police, and she is trying to detain me as for whatever suspicions she might have because I was at the gas station for too long. And so, can you please talk to the cops?
Because you're already watching.
I'm here right now.
Too long. That makes sense.
I mean, here she's on the phone right now. Like, please.
I'm not understanding what you.
She's trying to arrest me, and I was seriously going to check
Nope,
my
not
mail.
under arrest right now. Not
So
under
they're bringing.
arrest.
There's
Just
Sean.
being
They're
detained.
saying we're being detained.
10 minutes into the interaction, a sergeant orders Qureshi and Perkins to sit on the curb or else they would be under arrest. When Qureshi fails to sit, he's then handcuffed and arrested for misdemeanor obstruction of an officer. Those charges are still pending.
And they're going to bring the drug dog to our vehicle.
Sergeant Allison, both of you sit on the curb right now.
I'm sorry?
Sit on the
We don't have a right to say.
I can, we are detaining you. Sit on the
We're
curb.
not, you can't detain us. This is our lawyer. You talk to him. Not
Sir?
us.
All right, sit on the curb or you're under arrest for resisting.
I have done nothing.
Sit on the curb.
What have I done?
Sir, sit on the curb.
Can you tell me what law I've broken?
Sir, sit on the curb.
Will this be over?
I'm not gonna.
Sit on the curb.
What have we done wrong?
We are calling for a canine. Sit
I
on
don't
the
care
curb.
about the canine. There's a lot.
Sir, I'm ordering you to sit on the curb.
Ordering me.
Yes.
Can you please talk to the lawyer?
We're not in the military. I was in the military, but thank you very much. Okay,
You're under
okay.
arrest for obstructing.
God.
Don't let her walk away.
Unbelievable. This is unbelievable. You guys are pathetic. You know that? You know that? You guys have violated people. I don't care. Go ahead. Go ahead. Stuff needs to change. You do whatever you want. Call Bart now, please. Call Bart, please. They're arresting me for what? Nothing. Nothing. I've done nothing wrong. By asking questions, this is what I've done.
Sir, you were ordered to sit on the curb and you did not.
Ordered to sit on the curb. Does that sound like a legal term to you?
Yeah.
For a law? Excuse me, ma'am. That is not your property. That is not your property. None of this is your property. This is illegal, Bart or Sean.
Here's some cigarettes.
What are you shaking?
Me?
Yeah.
Am I shaking?
Yeah. Oh. Nervous? Oh.
What?
Because you're breaking the law. You're breaking the law. You're breaking the law.
Okay.
Do you know the law?
Yep.
You do?
Yep.
Okay. Huh. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not presenting anything about it.
Kick off this boot for me.
I was seriously checking your mail.
Pick up your left foot and up and behind you.
All right, that's it. Okay. Good talking about it.
All right.
You do have the right to remain silent.
Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You also have the right to have an attorney present during any questioning. You cannot afford one. One will be appointed at public expense. Do you understand your rights? All right. Well, you've been informed of them, so.
Okay, you can put your boot on. Do you want me to grab this side? Did you search that side? He's on 22. We've got 1 detained. Go ahead with your traffic.
You guys are this board.
Correction, 1 under arrest.
What?
Did you say there's something in
Yeah,
there?
there's something in there.
What's this regarding?
I don't understand what.
Madison's on.
What?
Madison's on.
Okay.
They want to talk to somebody. I can.
Yeah.
Do you want me to take her phone for right now?
Yeah.
I've asked her several times. Okay. I do have to take your phone. I don't want you calling other people. I understand that you're trying to talk to your lawyer. He has the right to call his lawyer when it's reasonable. Right now, it is not reasonable. So I'm going to take your phone right now.
I'm not consenting to any searches, and
That's
I'm not
okay.
consenting to
Thank
anything. I'm not consenting
I
to
have no
anything.
representation
That's
now. It's illegal. Where's my lawyer? Where's my lawyer?
We're not asking any more questions.
He has the right to talk to his lawyer.
He does, yes, when it's reasonable. So when earlier, when I was saying, hey, you guys can't be talking to people right now, it's not
That
reasonable
is
for us to be able to
reasonable.
talk
It is
to you
by
guys.
law we have the right to exercise our rights and talk to
You
our
do
lawyer
have
and
the right
have
to
only go
exercise
through
your
our
rights.
lawyer.
That being said, when it causes me a public safety or and the public
It's not a
a
conflict of public
danger,
interest.
right? But I don't know you, right? Is that fair? I don't know you. I don't know him. I'm saying, hey, you guys were being super weird, super suspicious.
We were not being weird at all. We were sitting at the gas stations doing scratches. Did you come in and look? Did you actually?
We actually had people.
How come you
come
pulled
in and
over
look.
and swapped drivers? Which you
I
got
went
behind
to
you?
the wrong. We were
So how
going to
could you
the
swap drivers?
just because we swapped drivers.
Don't answer.
Why?
Don't answer.
Why
I'm not
right after?
talking.
Okay, she's
Don't
done
answer.
talking.
90 minutes later, at around 1:10 p.m., remember this started at 11 something, the drug dog arrives and is walked around the vehicle. No drugs are found.
I don't know if it's a bite dog or not, so I don't want you to get bitten on accident or anything weird. Don't worry about that curb. I said, don't worry about that curb.
It breaks. It can be fixed.
How's it going, man?
Not too bad. So,
Oh, you know, just wishing we had two instead of one.
Let's
so
come
we
back
could have one
a
on this
little
side.
further. Like I said, I don't know if he's a bite dog or
Sorry,
not, and
that's
I
the
don't want
car,
anything weird to happen.
per car.
What's
It's our
that?
car, yes.
Should be able to, but
go for
you
it.
never know. Is this far enough back for you?
She has lawyered up.
Is this far
so
enough back for you?
as long as it's not criminal in nature.
Far enough back for you?
Okay, well, I'm just letting you know that I'm gonna run a dog around the car. Okay, any problems with my dog touching your car or anything else for it?
Yeah.
Okay, just wanna make sure. What's your name? Chandra? Alright, thanks, Chandra. Okay. What's your name? Chandra? Alright, thanks, Chandra.
I already pointed it out to him earlier. Well, there's a truck. Oh, nothing. Sounds good.
Sweet.
You free to go? She free to go?
Yeah, she's free to go.
She free to go?
Yeah, she's free to go.
Yeah, we're gonna book him real quick and give him the mud.
Perkins was released because she hadn't done anything wrong, and her boyfriend is taken into cut, and her boyfriend is arrested for failing to sit on the curb. The Fourth Amendment applies to protect people who have been seized by the police, even just brief detentions that are short of a traditional arrest. So whenever a police officer accosts an individual and restrains his or her freedom to just walk away, that individual has been seized. And the Fourth Amendment requires that that seizure be reasonable. So in the absence of a warrant, a stop such as that must be supported at least by reasonable and articulable suspicion that the person seized is engaged in criminal activity. That's according to the U.S. Supreme Court in Reed versus Georgia from 1980. Reasonable suspicion must be determined based on the totality of the circumstances of each case and exist when the detaining officer has a particularized and objective basis for suspecting legal wrongdoing. Accordingly, a reasonable suspicion cannot be supported by an inchoate and unparticularized suspicion or a hunch. That's United States versus Sokolow, 1989. A search or seizure is ordinarily unreasonable in the absence of individualized suspicion of wrongdoing. Here, the only facts set forth to provide the basis for reasonable suspicion to detain these individuals is remaining at a gas station too long, or switching drivers. The officer says that that's just abnormal. Well, abnormal is not criminal. This sort of detain first and then find evidence later approach has been repeatedly and emphatically rejected by the federal courts. In determining whether a search and seizure were unreasonable and therefore illegal, the court looks at two things: whether the officer's actions were justified at its inception, and then whether it was reasonably related in scope to the original circumstances that justified the seizure in the first place. So police officers cannot use after-the-fact rationalizations to justify the initial stop. Here, the police officers don't point to any particularized facts known at the time that the stop occurred that alleged any criminal wrongdoing or any criminal activity had occurred at all. And in fact, it doesn't appear that any crime was committed that day. The only crime that was charged was an obstruction charge for failure to sit on the curb during this illegal detention. And if they don't meet this reasonable suspicion standard at the very inception of the stop, then everything else is illegal, which takes place afterwards. Remember, these were pedestrians at the time the stop occurred. The officers usually can just pull somebody over and say that, well, your tag light was out, or you didn't put on your blinker, or just pick one of the hundreds of traffic laws out there. When they stop pedestrians, they can't do that. They actually have to come up with something legitimate. Here, there's nothing legitimate that they can point to. Assuming that there were, then you get into other issues. One is the fact that they frisked these individuals. And the case law is very clear that this is called a Terry frisk. In order to frisk you for weapons, and that's what it's for, it's not to search for contraband, it's for officer safety reasons. A police officer has to have probable cause to believe that you are armed and dangerous, or armed and therefore dangerous. Here, there are no facts indicating to the police officers that either of these individuals are armed, and I don't see any facts indicating that they are dangerous. They're just being frisked, clearly looking for drugs, and that's why they bring the drug dog there. And that brings up yet another issue, is the length of the stop. So even if there was reasonable suspicion at the inception and some detention was justified, here it appears that it was 90 minutes into this interaction that the drug dog arrived. Now, drug dogs are used all over the country, but the trick is that the cops have to get them there within a reasonable amount of time. They can't extend the length of the detention to wait for a drug dog. 90 minutes is way too long. But again, we shouldn't even get there because there was no reasonable suspicion at the inception. We also have a First Amendment violation here. They're being told that their phones have to be seized, that they can't film, that they can't call their lawyer. There doesn't appear to be any officer safety reason to seize these phones. Again, that is them attempting to collect evidence or to fish for evidence. That's what they're doing. Exactly what they're not allowed to do, which is detain illegally and then fish for evidence, looking for an after-the-fact justification. This video went viral locally there in Idaho, and people were calling for this deputy to be fired. In fact, it spurred apparently a Facebook group, East Idaho Cop Watch, discussing not only this video, but others involving this particular department. And apparently they've had other problems, including 2 deputies charged with crimes in separate cases last year. Deputy Fred Hale pled guilty to destroying evidence after stealing pornography from a crime scene, and Deputy Troy Dameron pled guilty to indecent exposure after exposing himself to a dispatcher at work. Both men are no longer with the department. According to the media report, Mitch Golden, a spokesperson for the sheriff's office, said that he was limited in what he could comment on, citing that there was an active criminal case. Well, yeah, of course there's an active criminal case because you guys gave this guy a bogus charge. We can say that we are aware of many people's concerns about the video. We've taken a number of them ourselves. We're aware of the situation. At this time, we're going to see how this case pans out in court when the full context can be given. But according to the media report, the court documents don't provide any more context than what we see in the video. I've looked for any information on whether there was any additional news, either on the criminal charges or whether there was any discipline or change in policy. It doesn't look like it. In fact, I saw one person comment on Facebook that this particular deputy has been promoted to a detective now, and that wouldn't surprise me at all. This really isn't even a close case. This agency has documented themselves violating the Constitution. They could care less. They're brazen about it, and they're continuing to do it. And they will continue to do it unless people demand accountability. What you can do is share this footage. It needs to go more viral. It did not go viral enough. It needs to go more viral. It needs to be shared so that everybody knows how they operate in Teton County, Idaho. Remember, Idaho, not Wyoming. So I'll put the information that I can find on the Teton County, Idaho Sheriff's Office in the first pinned comment below. If these are your public servants, you can make your feelings known to them. You can express your protected First Amendment speech. That, and probably that alone, will bring accountability. That is the only thing that works. If you have more information on what's happened since then that I haven't been able to find, please send it my way. Subscribe both here and at the blog at thecivilrightslawyer.com, because as you can see, I've been trying to do updates to all my videos. So I'll definitely do an update on this if I get additional information. You can follow me on Twitter at JohnBryanESQ. If you have a video to submit, you'll find a submission link below. Remember, our rights don't end where your fear begins. Freedom is scary. Deal with it.